toss is hurt. He's holding on to his right foot. And Kelly Williams will score. And
that's going to be bad news for Alaska if that's a bad sprain. Hopefully it's something, what do you call it? Pagpag na lang.
Pagpag lang ng konti. There's Sonny. Writhing in pain at this point as he gingerly goes back to the bench. At pasok naman tayo sa isang 30-second timeout brought to you by Handy Fix. Ang first aid ng bahay mo, bonds all and seals all. All eyes now on Sonny Toss, especially on the Alaska side.
Yeah, well, let's hope he's okay. You never like to see any player getting hurt. But so far early in this game, it's really been talk and text pace. Getting out and going, scoring 10 points in the first 4 minutes of this first quarter. And those 10 points, in spite of some sloppy play as well, mixed in with some good play. They've had a lot of turnovers early in this game, but this is the kind of game where talk and text really thrives. Get it out and go.
And so we've seen talk and text run. They've been pushing the pace, and we've seen Alaska commit several turnovers. Is that an indication that Alaska is just not comfortable running at a talk and text pace?
Well, I think Alaska's much more of a structured, disciplined, try to move the ball, run the triangle. It's, you know, it's been so successful as an offense from Coach Cohn in this league for years and years. So they're really more of a structured team. They'll slow down and try to get it inside and take care of their height advantage. So Talking Texans want to get it out and go, and Alaska might try to set things up a little better and execute their offense.
Right now, that's what Alaska's trying to do as they send in Tony De La Cruz, who brings it inside. Joe De Vance outside. Carriazo fires again.
Talking Texas doing a very good job on the backboard as well early on in this game, rebounding the ball.
Here's Cardona. Sends it to Ranadel de Ocampo. So the Aces are down by 6 points as we near the 7-minute mark of the opening quarter. Simpson against Daniels. De Vance and now De La Cruz. Normally makes that shot.
That was about as close as you can get to a make without it going in.
Here's Williams. And back to Alapag. Lots of time to shoot para sa talk and text. And here's Williams. Dancing in the lane. Blocked by Simpson.
Big block. See the defensive prowess of Diamond Simpson getting up there and blocking the former MVP's jump hook.
Here's Simpson on offense. Outside the Vance. He'll fire away. Yes, sir. That's a three.
Well, a bucket that was desperately needed by Alaska. You know, Joe De Vance has that range. Hit 4 3-point shots in 1/2 of a game in this series, so he can definitely stretch the D out there.
Pero lamang pa rin ang talk and text, 10-7 in the opening quarter. And the drop of texters go to the incredible Buck with a nice, almost Marlo Aquino kinikili shot.
Sana, natuto kaya kay Marlo. Matagal na si Sean Daniels dito sa Pilipinas. Baka natuto kay Marlo.
It's the Kili-Kili special. That's what it is. It works. Meantime, here's Carriazo as we cross the halfway mark of the opening quarter. 5 ang kailangan habulin ng Alaska, and they go inside. De La Cruz. Yes.
De La Cruz getting a nice turnaround over the taller Williams.
So timeout muna ang talk and text. They're still on top by 3. Back in a moment.
Welcome back to the Big Dome. Talk and Text leads Alaska 12-9. And Coach Tim mentioned before the game that Game 4 is a type of game that they have to review, but they want to forget quickly. After 9 straight playing days, he said the team looked fatigued more mentally rather than physically as they were taking shortcuts throughout the game. Coach Tim said he would be more concerned if he felt TNT was the main reason why they played that way. Tonight, Alaska needs to get back to basics, control the tempo, and not take quick shots, as the Drop on Texters are too talented for them not to play within their system. Finally, Coach Tim said they know what Talk and Text is going to do. They just need to try and take them out of their game plan. Earlier in the first quarter, we saw Sonny Toss land on a Talk and Text player, and they said that they're going to be treating the ankle and monitor it to see if he can get back in the game. Nico and Alex?
And currently, Sonny Toss is still on that bench. And their longtime trainer, Gus Vargas, really checking on Sonny Toss at this point. Meantime, Simpson with a wild layup. And here comes Talk and Text again. Dillinger now part of this game. Dillinger on the move. And still has the ball. Just powering his way through, but he's called for an offensive foul.
Interesting. I thought he actually might have successfully split the defense on that one. Not sure where the charge came from, but LA and Cyrus doing a good job, I guess, shutting him down there. Now, Sonny Toss, obviously a big concern. You know, one of the good few good things of Game 4 is that Samiga Amon came in and produced a bit. So let's see if he has a role to fill. The sub for Sunny Toss has been Tony Dela Cruz, who stepped up and had some good minutes early on in this first quarter.
You know, in the report of Gino, he mentioned a very important word as far as the series is concerned. It's tempo.
Yeah.
It's controlling the tempo. How exactly do you do that?
Well, you don't want to turn the ball over a lot, particularly if you're Alaska. And if you're talking Tex, you got to control the defensive boards and then try to get out and run.
Here's Baguio, who loves to run. But he's met here by Cardona. This has been one of the exciting matchups in this series. Here's De Vance. Castro also in the game. And here's Tenorio, goes in for the layup.
Nice split right there by L.A. Tenorio. Very good off the hesitation dribble himself. L.A. attacking the basket.
Isa na lang ang abante ng Talking Text. 12-11 with 4 minutes to go in the first. Shawn Daniels, he was so active in the first quarter of game number 4 offensively, trying to score against Diamond Simpson. He is triple team, gives the ball up, and they'll say it's Alaska basketball.
Well, you see the defense of Diamond Simpson. When the ball goes into Shawn Daniels, there's no double team. There's no thought of help. Coach Tim Cone and his great coaching staff is obviously very confident that Simpson can handle Daniels one-on-one in the post. And so far, more often than not, Simpson's been getting the edge defensively.
So pagkakataon para sa Alaska na makuha muli ang kalamangan. Down by 1, they have the ball. Here's Baguio posting up Castro, and they'll call the foul on Jason Castro.
Two tremendous athletes right there. Cyrus obviously with a bit of a height advantage, but I like that matchup. Cyrus is so quick, so shifty, great medium range game, great in transition, and Jason Castro, one of the quickest defenders in the PBA.
This free throw brought to you by D-Make Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado. Cyrus Baguio ties the game at 12. And let's go back to Gino Rufino.
Thanks, Miko. With a replacement import ready to step in, if he doesn't perform up to expectations, you would expect Shawn Daniels to feel the pressure to keep his job. However, the veteran import told me before the game that he doesn't really feel the pressure. Coach Chot told him the situation, and Shawn said he knows what needs to be done and what Talking Text needs from him for them to win. Jimmy Alapag, who played against Shawn back in junior college in the States, said that Shawn is the ultimate professional and expects him to respond to the challenge positively. Guys?
Well, Daniel certainly responded like a professional in game number 4. He led Talking Text to victory.
Well, Shawn Daniels, I really think he's just a winner. He might not be a great scorer, but he knows how to make his team better, and he knows how to help them win games, and that's the bottom line in basketball.
Meantime, shot clock winding down para sa Alaska, and Baguio will miss. There's Daniels with the rebound.
Really nice, good defensive rotations on that possession coming from Talking Text.
Here's Dillinger against De La Cruz. Jared Dillinger fires and misses. And there's Daniels with the rebound and the putback.
Strong finish. Shawn Daniels going to the offensive glass, using the rather wide and large posterior to clear some space.
And you know, that's what I like to tell my friends when in Alaska. Richard De Rosario, when I tell him, kiss my posterior. 2:34 remaining. Back in a moment. More opening quarter action here. Game number 5 of the semifinals between the Tropa Texters and the Aces. And right now, bola ng Talking Text. They're up by 1, and Alapag is back in the game. He replaced Mac Cardona. Here's Alapag, quick move over to Dillinger. Dillinger, Alapag, lots of time to shoot. And now shot clock down to 8. And carry is called for an offensive foul.
Well, second offensive foul in this quarter with that one by Harvey Carey on the drop step. You saw it coming out of that timeout. Coach Cone tries to draw up a play. Coach Chot calls a 2-3, switches up the defense as coaches so often do, and ends up that switch leads to a turnover coming from Diamond Simpson.
Haynes is the official underwear of the PBA. And here's Simpson. Under 2 minutes remaining dito sa opening quarter. Simpson double team. And still fires away. Rebound para kay Daniels.
Nice double from Dillinger and a good challenge right there by Shawn Daniels on that shot.
It is Alapag for 3. Here's Daniels once again. Excellent job keeping that ball alive. And the new shot clock for Talk is next, but Castro says, so what? He goes inside, and he will go to the